Hello, fourth graders. This is Mr. Christofferson, and today I want to show you how to multiply fractions. Today you have two IXL lessons that are focused on multiplying fractions and different strategies that you can use to multiply fractions, and also to sort fractions. So the first assignment that you're going to see today looks similar to this, and it's multiplying fractions and kind of balancing an equation, meaning that we need to have the same value on the left side of the equation as we do on the right side of the equation. So when we think about an equal sign, we think about, or I think about a scale, right? That you have the same amount on the left side and the same amount on the right side. So things that we're used to seeing might be something like this, right? They look different, but we have the same value on the left side, 8, and the same value on the right side. We could see a scale or an equation that looks like this. Again, it's signifying that we have the same amount on the left side, 8, as we do on the right side, okay? So it's that idea of having the same value on each side of the equal sign. So with that in mind, let's take a look at this equation that involves fractions. So it says 2/5 times 2 is equal to blank times 1/5. So I'm going to start with the left side because I have all of the information that I need. I don't have any blanks, right? So 2/5 times 2. And so I've chosen to create a number line that's illustrating 2/5 times 2. So I have my first jump and my second jump. And so I land at 4/5. So I know that I have 4/5 on the left side of my equation. So I need to figure out what times 1/5 will give me 4/5. And so to show that, I want to see how many jumps of 1/5. How many groups of 1/5 do I need to get to 4/5? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I had 4 jumps, and each jump was the size of 1/5. So I know that 4 must go in this box. Okay, again, I'm showing that I have the same value on the left side and the right side of the equal sign. Just to show our work again, I know that I can put the number 1 under any whole number. So I can say 4/1 times 1/5. And we learned yesterday that we can multiply numerator times numerator and denominator times denominator. Okay? To get 4/5. So I have different amounts of groups, and the size of the group has changed on each side of the equation, but they're indicating the same value. Okay? So you want to today balance an equation by having the same value on the left side and the same value on the right side. Another assignment that you're going to see today, or another type of question, is sorting fractions. Okay? And you saw this yesterday, and we're going to see it again today. And it's putting these expressions into different categories. Is it less than 1? Is it equal to 1? Or is it greater than 1? So all of these fractions that I'm multiplying have a denominator of 3. So right away I'm starting to think about thirds. Right? So I'm going to draw a little picture here. I'm going to split it into thirds. And I want to know how many thirds do I need to be shaded in so that it's equal to 1 whole. And that would be 3/3. So anytime I have an equation that's equal to 3/3, I know that it's going to go in this section here. Okay, this equal to 1 whole. So now I want to figure out what my kind of qualifications are for greater than 1 whole and less than 1 whole. So if I know that 1 is equal to 3/3, then anything greater than 3/3, that means 4/3, 5/3, 6/3 must go in that category. And just like anything greater than 3 must be greater than 1 whole, anything less than 3/3 must be less than 1 whole. So here I might think about putting 2/3, 1/3, or even 0/3. Okay, or we could just put 0. So now I'm going to place these equations here. So I have 2/3 times 5. Again, I know I can put 1 under a whole number and it does not change the value. Here I have 2 times 5 is 10, and 3 times 1 is 3. So this was 10/3. I know that's not going to be less than 1 whole. I know it's not going to be equal to 1 whole. It must go here. So 2/3 times 5 is greater than 1 whole. This next one here, 2/3 times 1. Again, I can put 1 under a whole number and it does not change the value. Numerator times numerator. 2 times 1 is 2. And denominator times denominator. 3 times 1 is 3. Think about where it goes. I've already written that fraction over here. So I know that 2/3 times 1, I'm not going to put an equal sign, is less than 1 whole. And same thing with this final equation. I know I can put 1 under the whole number and it doesn't change the value. 1 times 3 is 2, and 3 times 1 is 3. So that's going to go here as well. And that's how you can place fractions into these categories. If I had 3/3 times 1, that could go here as well. Okay, so today, when you're sorting fractions, think about what the qualifications would be. What are the rules? What are the patterns that go with each of these groups? Then go ahead and solve your equations, and it'll be a lot easier to place them in the right category. All right, 4th grade, keep up the good work. You're doing awesome. Have a great Wednesday.